Day 2 of the Cleveland Browns rookie minicamp is officially wrapped up. And with that being said, we are just a week away from OTAs, a couple of weeks away from mandatory minicamp, and then training camp is going to be right around the corner. And then just like that, boom, the start of the season's here. So, guys, we're going to be going through this offseason really quickly, breaking down news, notes, highlights, OTAs, everything, right? We got you all covered. So make sure you guys do me a favor before we jump into this video and talk a little bit about day 1 and day 2 of, practice for the Browns. Do me a favor, hit the like button just so we can get this video out to more Browns fans around the world. But also, subscribe if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Browns throughout the entirety of the offseason, right? I mean, why not? But with that being said, let's talk a little bit here about the Browns day 2 rookie minicamp. Now, obviously, there's a couple of guys who stood out from day 1. One being Jamari Thrash, wide receiver, 5th round draft pick. He does have an opportunity here to seize this and become a player for the Browns, actually make the team. But he's got a lot of uphill battling to work. Obviously, he's not going to be a starter with Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, and Jerry Jeudy being here. Got a lot of work to do, right? But then you have Cedric Tillman, a former 3rd round pick, David Bell, former 2nd round pick, or actually 3rd round pick as well. So Jamari Thrash looks good so far athletically, but still a lot of work to do. Want to continue to see him improve as we go forward. Then yesterday, another guy who looked really, really good, Mike Hall, man. He looks like an absolute beast. I think they stole him in the 2nd round. I really did like what he brought in day 1 and day 2. Now, let's go to a little bit of practice observations during Friday's practice. They, broke into positional groups to work through individual drills. Zach Zinter is a guy who they love, right? Interior offensive lineman here. He did a lot of sled work, but overall, he's a guy that, in the future could be a starter for them going forward. So definitely excited to see him continue to grow, him continue to, be comfortable in this offense with Stefanski and, all of the guys next to him. So I think, some other guys like, Joel Bitonio or Jedrick Willis, Wyatt Teller. I think these guys are going to only help him get better from here, develop and mentor him as they go forward. So I think he definitely is going to be a part of this future, for a lot of different reasons. And then, Stefanski had a lot of good things to say about Mike Hall, man. And this is actually a quote. He said he's in his stance and Jocks is walking around looking at every foot and where it's placed, how high he has his rear end, how he's bending out of that where his hands are. So there's so much nuance that goes into how they work and where they want to be positioned. And Stefanski basically just said that, hey, they're looking at Mike Hall. He's already looking like a pro here, already doing the great things, doing the things that they need him to do as a defensive lineman coming out of college, already looking like a pro, has everything under his belt in terms of, talent, skill set. The man just looks like a really good player. Then you had some guys come out and try out, like a Jordan Townsend, a wide receiver, Landon Honeycutt, a linebacker, Cleveland Thomas, Tyrese Chambers. They brought in a lot of different guys that come in here and work out. But the one thing that we noticed right away is the guys that they've drafted, they all look really good. I mean, there's 4 of them, specifically with Jamari Thrash, Zach Zinter, Mike Hall, and then Nathaniel Watson might not be a starter by any means, but he's a guy that they, again, think that he could be a player down the line, behind JOK, behind Jordan Hicks, who is getting up there in age. So obviously want to continue to build up this linebacker position for the future because, Hicks is getting old. They're going to have to find a replacement at some sort of time. But overall, guys, we're not going to know too much more until the start of minicamp and OTAs. Once the veterans come, we got 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. There's going to be a lot more things to talk about here. So I'm excited for that. But we'll see how things continue to develop here with some of these young guys, especially Miles Harden and even a Joanne Briggs, Mike Hall, Nathaniel Watson, Zach Zinter, Jamari Thrash. So I like a lot of these players right now, but still a lot of work that needs to be done. Make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Period. Everybody gets it, man. The person Now, do I have the stuff right here? No, you get everything you want. Middle.